Hey fellow duelists, it's RagingRaidRaptor here, coming at you with a brand new card discussion about the highly anticipated Raidraptor Wise Strix. It is a dark attribute winged beast Link 2 monster with 1400 attack points and its link markers facing the bottom left and right side of this card with two superb effects. Its first effect allows you to special summon a level 4 Dark Wing Beast monster from your deck with its effects negated when this card is link summoned. While its second effect allows you to set any rank up card from your deck to the spell and trap zone, with you being able to activate quick play rank up cards on the turn you set them, both of which are hard once per turn effects. So what do I think about all this? Well, being able to instantly summon any Dark Winged Beast monster does make the deck significantly more spammy and consistent than I remember it being even in Master Rule 3 on the first turn. And you can now extend your plays to include this Link monster and double 4 Strix like the good old days. However, the main reason why I and so many of you are excited about this card is because of its ability to set rank up spells from the deck to the spell and trap card zone, which I think is actually better than searching the rank up cards like my original idea for the Link monster, as setting the rank up cards makes this card unaffected by Drawn and Lockbird and cannot be negated by Ash Blossom and Winter Cherries. I feel this second effect has made the deck good at going both first and second, as this card can easily go into Revolution Falcon to get rid of your opponent's special summoned monsters, or Ultimate Falcon if you open up with a certain hand, while still being able to plus as well as it used to in Master Rule 3 going first, which is something I never thought could be fixed with the archetype. What I also love about this card is that it has made cards that I thought were underwhelming for the deck much better, and I've even started to include some of them in my own builds. In my History of Raidraptors video, I mentioned that the reason why and I believe many other regional topping builds started to drop Raidraptor Cool is because of the fact this card limits you to only being able to summon Raidraptor monsters for the rest of the turn, while cards like Tribute and Mimicry are hard once per turn effects. However, due to the first effect of Wise Strix negating the effects of a monster it summons, Raidraptor Cool can easily bypass that, as it can resummon the monster from the deck and then activate its effect. And then you can summon a 4 Strix to activate Wise Strix's second effect. In the past, I used to hate opening up with a Mimicry and Fuzzy Lanies as the only Raidraptor cards in my hand, since you could only gain one search due to Exeme monsters overlaying the materials instead of sending them to the graveyard, and because of 4 Strix's effect only needing one material to activate. But now opening up with these cards is just as good as opening up with Tribute and Fuzzy, since link materials go to the graveyard and can activate both effects in the same turn. Also, the fact that Fuzzy and Wise Strix's effects include the text if, meaning that they cannot miss their timings to activate their effects, to which you can chain them in any order you want to prevent Wise Strix's effect from being negated by Solemn Strike by setting Wise for Chain Link 1 and Fuzzy for Chain Link 2 as an example. Although your opponent can still stop Wise Strix's effect with infinite impermanence regardless of what the chain link is. What I also like about this card is that it does not include the text that prevents you from using this card as link material the turn you summon it, like the newly revealed Platinum Gadget, which can allow you to go into Summon Sorceress, Borreload or Borrelsaw Dragon, provided you don't use Cool or Fuzzy Lanies as effect. Although this card is better than I could have imagined it being, there are still some things, I think, that could have made the card just a little bit better. In my Raidraptor Revolution Falcon Air Raid card discussion, I thought the reason why they would make it summonable from the extra deck by sending the rank up card from the hand to the graveyard and overlay it on a rank 4 or lower Raidraptor Xyz monster was because they were going to make more Xyz monsters that could be summoned this way, which could then see number S0 builds being played more. I think Wise Falcon could have supported this by giving you the option to either set or add the rank up card to your hand, just so you can avoid being Ash Blossom but also going to number S0 or any of these other new Raidraptor Xyz monsters when a Raidraptor Xyz monster's effect is activated. I also would have changed the effect of summoning a Raidraptor monster from the deck to where the effect of the monster is not negated, to make it easier to combo off by using the effects of Vanishing or Tribute Lanius to search and make summoning double 4 Strix or Ultimate Falcon easier. Although I think Konami did this to prevent the card from being unfairly powerful. There is one issue that does not relate to the card that does concern me though, and that is Konami has been extremely slow at releasing certain Raidraptor cards in the past. I say this because I feel 4 Strix and Tribute Lanius should have been released in the Clash of Rebellion set, while Necros, Shadows, Burning Abyss and Satellarknights were the best decks, as I think it would have been able to compete with those decks in the TCG at the time. This is also evident by the fact that we still do not have Revolution Falcon Air Raid and Arsenal Falcon released in the TCG, despite being released in the OCG almost 2 years ago now. And another reason for concern is that we still don't have certain cards from the Linked Brains Pack 2 released in the TCG, such as the Burning Abyss Link and Crushed On Needle Fiber, both of which were released in the OCG a year ago. So in conclusion, I think Raidraptor Wise Strix is the card that the deck needed to be functional in Master Rule 4 and also fixes some of the problems that the archetype has. Make certain cards more playable and also make certain cards even better. Although I do wish they went further by adding and taking away certain lines of text to make an already excellent card even better. And I do have to commend Konami for making it, and hope that other archetypes that still need Link monsters get one as good as this card. But ultimately, I want to know what you guys think. Is this card going to make the deck a good rogue option again? And how are you building the deck to make best use of this card? I would really like to know. If you did enjoy this video, why not give it a like or share it with your friends? It would be greatly appreciated and would help the growth of the channel as a whole. I've been RagingRaidRaptor, and I'll see you all again next time.